Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's Pilates class. So you don't need anything at all, just a mat and your beautiful selves. Maybe best to watch it long sideways of me because we'll be moving forwards and then backwards. So when you're ready, we'll come in onto our backs. Let's take a moment here to allow the legs to be long. Close down the eyes. To have the toes roll out, sinking the back of the head towards the ground. Placing the left hand onto the belly, the right hand onto the heart. Just take a moment here to feel into the heart space and into the belly. Notice how it moves up and down as you breathe. And see if you can allow the inhale to travel up and down and side to side. And then as you exhale, can you release and soften in? Let's take a full breath in through the nose. Big sigh out, exhale to release. Nice. Whenever you're ready, release the arms by your sides, palm faces down. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears, roll them towards the ground, and then shrug them down. Nice proud chest. Bend into the knees, feet about hip width or mat distance apart, and knock the knees side to side. Nice. Oh, my hip just clipped. Nice. Send the knees over towards the right, maybe the gaze towards the left. Coming through center. Oh, it clicked again, and then to the other side. Nice. And coming back through center. Let's create a diamond shape with your index and thumb. Place it on top of the pubic bone. Have your feet grounded and then scoot your feet about hip width distance apart. Have the knees pointing towards the ceiling. Placing it on top of your fingers and your thumb towards the top of your pubic bone. You're going to tilt the pubic bone towards the feet. So feel the lower back create that massive arch, maybe a crunching. And then let's go the opposite direction. You tuck the pubic bone towards the face. That's it, nice. Feeling that hip point crunch to that last rib. You draw the belly button and the last three ribs down and in. Find that lower back grounding sensation, and we'll pause here. Arms by your sides, palm faces back down. So just gently working into the triceps in the background. Keep that core engagement. You're gonna lift your right leg up to a 90 degrees. Keep the right knee on top of your left or your right hip, yeah? So make sure it doesn't scooch forwards towards the head and it's not too far forwards. Take a deep inhale to prepare, and then as you exhale, tap your right toes down. Nice. Lifting all the way back up on the inhale. Exhale to tap the right toes down. Yes, keep going like that. Find your breath. Exhale to tap. Making sure that imprint of the lower back stays grounded as you work into your lower core here. Let's bring it in. Exhale to tap it down. This time, inhale to bring it in, and then flex into that right foot. Exhale to kick your right leg long, so that extension of that right leg. Inhale to bring it back to 90 degrees. Exhale to kick it forward. So this class is really good if you're kind of on a rehab journey. You want to strengthen into your core again. If you've just started, maybe again, you just want to take it nice and easy. Let's do one last time as you kick it forwards and then bring it back in. Nice. You can stay right there, or we'll add arm. As you kick your right leg long, you're going to sweep your left arm over above the head. And then bring your elbow to that right knee on the inhale. Keep that imprint of the lower back. We go again. Exhale to stretch it nice and long. Inhale to bring it in. Nice. Keep a nice lifted chin as you keep going. Keeping that core, the ribs especially, engaged, because what tends to happen is that last three ribs tends to flare and we let it go. Nice and stable in that left foot. Let's do one last time as you stretch it nice and long. and then bring it back in. Good. You tap your right toes to the mat. Keep that right heel lifted. Release your left arm to the side. You're going to lift your hips up. Hips are on the same plane. So squeeze into the glutes. And then nice and gentle, you tap the hips down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Nice and light in your right toes, okay? Lift it up and then tap it down. Nice lifted chin. Lift it up and then tap it down. We're doing that one more round, or press into the left foot. You bring your right knee back into a 90 degrees, flex into the right foot. You press it up for one leg bridge and then tap the hip down. Let's go for 5. Keep breathing, hips on the same plane for 4, 3, you got it, 2, nice. Last one, good. Let's cross your right knee on top of the left knee. So you're like crossing the thighs. You're gonna send the legs over to the left, turn the head towards the right. Just take a quick spinal twist. As you begin to extend your left leg long towards the top of the mat, you're gonna keep rolling towards your right, okay? So facing me, the camera, and then now you're facing the back of the mat. To land your hands to the mat, we tuck the left toes under, reach your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Maybe roll it around if you like. Keep finding length, grounding into the inner palms. You roll it forward, take it into a plank strike, bring your right knee in towards the chest. Let's shoot your right leg up and back, take it into a 3-legged dog, and then bring your right knee in towards the nose or the chest for the exhale. One last time as you shoot it back behind you, and then exhale, right knee in towards the chest. Let's pause, round it in. Drop your left knee down, shoot your right leg behind you, come to a 1-leg tabletop. Untuck your left toes, engage into the lower belly and the ribs a little bit more. So you just notice that I've done that, and that takes that overarch of the lower back out. Nice long neck, gaze out in front of you. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. You shift it forward, slight lower, and then lift. You lower for tricep push-up, and then lift. Lower, lift. Let's do 2 more, come on. Nice long neck, lower to lift, lower, lift. Let's hold it as low as you can. Squeeze the elbows in, long neck. Try not to stick that left hip out, bring it in towards the middle. Tiny presses of the elbows up and down, up and down. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Swing your right leg forwards, followed by the left. And then we're back onto our backs. Wiggle the knees side to side, just take a reset here. Land your feet onto the mat. Let's go diamond shape with the index finger and the thumb, placing it on top of the pubic bone. Finding that over arch, so tilt your pubic bone towards the feet. Feel the lower back create that over arch, lift it. And then curl and crunch your pubic bone towards the face. Take that posterior tilt. Really find that imprint of the lower back. Now remember, watch out for the last 3 ribs. Draw it in together and then in towards the belly button, okay? Arms by your sides. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears, roll them back and down. So you're really pinning the shoulders back. Press a lot into that right foot. You lift your left leg 90 degrees. Remember, hips are in the same plane. This core engagement is still there. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, tap your left toes down nice and slow. Shouldn't be rushing this. And then inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. So this is actually a really good exercise as a postnatal. Quite good for prenatal as well. If you're unsure of the prenatal part, then obviously check in with a health professional, but definitely great for a postnatal exercise, or just work deep into the core. All right, let's bring your left knee in. This time, let's kick your left leg long, keep the hips on the same plane, and then re-tuck it back in. So you kick it long, inhale, bring it back in. Where's the core? If you got that lower back grounded, yeah? Shoot it nice and long, and then tuck it back in. Let's go for 2 more. Stretch it long, and then tuck it in. And then stretch it long, tuck it in. Nice. So again, another round just like that. Or this time you're gonna kick your left leg long, reach your right arm behind you or over the head. And then exhale, bring elbow to knee. Keep that core engagement. Take an inhale to find your length. Keep the lower back grounded, you got it. And then bring it back in. So if you feel like the lower back is starting to arch, keep the left leg higher and you can keep a soft bend into that knee. But what I'm looking for right here is control. You should feel it. If you're not feeling it, you're not doing it right. Let's stretch it nice and long. Inhale to bring it back in. Good. Release your right arm to the side. Tap your left toes down. Left heel lifts. Squeeze into the inner thighs. Press down the feet. Let's lift. Engage into the glutes. Hips on the same plane. And then tap it back down. Yeah, so we lift and then tap. Lift. Tap. 2 more. You've got it. Lift. Tap. Lift. And then tap. Doing another round just like that. Or we lift your left leg 90 degrees, come for a 1-leg bridge. Spread into the right toes, press down that right foot. You lift it up, hips on the same plane. Tap the hip down. You lift and then tap. Nice. Lifted chin, lift. Tap. 2 more as you lift. Tap it down. Lift. Tap it down. Last count. Let's do one last one for good measure. And then tap it down. Nice. So let's cross your legs. And then let's send your legs over to the right. Maybe turn the gaze towards the left. Keep rolling towards the camera, so towards the left, or the video. Coming back towards the top of the mat. Tuck your right toes under. Let's come for a 3-legged dog. Let's shoot your left leg up. And then exhale, left knee in towards the chest. You roll it in for a 1-leg plank. Shoot it back behind you. 1-leg down dog or 3-legged dog. And then bring it in for a strike. One last time as you inhale to find your length. Exhale, bring that knee in, round. Drop your right knee down. Shoot your left leg behind you for a 1-leg plank. Take a pause here. Notice my lower back here. Can you draw the belly and the ribs in and down? Wrap your right outer glute in towards the midline and then back behind you. Nice long neck, gaze out in front of you. Squeeze the elbows in as you lower. And then lift. So as you lower and lift, your elbows aren't splaying out, it's squeezing in towards the ribs, right? And then, I'm obviously breathing. Yeah, my neck is nice and long. Everything is switched on. And I'm going as low as I can maintain for. Proud chest, broad back. Let's go. One last one as we lower as low as you can. Tiny pulses, up and down into the elbows for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the left knee down. Take a child's pose. You got it. Drop the head down. Stretch the arms forwards. Just find a release. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that super quick, gentle Pilates class, good for rehab, gentle movements, whatever you've got, even if it's a short time and you wanted to try it out. I appreciate you and I will see you in the next class.